Hey, what's going on? Coach Luca here with
Coach Martha.
See, you're supposed to say that, damn it. But so what we're gonna go over today is we're gonna go over two different hip thrust variations, and a lot of people might get these wrong on a technical part of it. So we're going back to our glute building tips here, and like a double-legged hip thrust is different than a single leg hip thrust. So what Martha's gonna do is gonna set it up, and we're gonna go with a double leg hip thrust and show the technique on this, because once again, this is one of those things where most people kind of don't do correctly and they don't get the most out of it for glute building. So on a double-legged hip thrust, whether you're on the bench or anywhere else, her sternum right here, like imagine that she's gonna be hinging from her sternum. Now, always think the bottom of her shoulder blade is on the pad. So that's where you kind of want your shoulder blade, bottom of the shoulder blade to be, is on the pad, not too high up, close to the neck, or not too low on the back. Now, she's not gonna hinge from the chest. So let's just do a bad rep kind of, where you're going down all the way, and you're gonna come up all the way. So now you can see she's hyperextended her back right here. Her chest is all the way up, she's looking to the ceiling. So we don't want that. In good rep, she's just gonna hinge from her sternum right here, and you can see how her chest stays in the same place. She's gonna drive her hips all the way through. And now it's all glutes. So watch, she's gonna come down just from the sternum right here and then drive up. And you can see kind of how she's like crunching her spine in that area. Boom, there we go. So it's like, it looks like a shorter range of motion, but she's getting more hip extension and more glutes right there. Great job. All right, now on a single leg, so here, there's a difference in how we coach this one. Okay, so we're gonna, let's do this leg up, yep. So this leg is gonna try, first of all, we're gonna try to get this like knee bent, because we wanna kind of take the low back out of it. Now she's gonna think like she's wrapping her shoulder blade around the pad. So she's gonna come back down and wrap her shoulder blade around it. So notice, different technique, okay? But that's how she's getting the most out of that exercise for building her glutes and also taking the hammy along for the ride. So notice, if I come on this side, think her shoulder blade right here, I'm gonna wrap it around that pad, whether it's a bench, whether it's something else. Right, so two different techniques. For a second I was gonna just keep going while I talk, so she gets like 40 reps. But it's so two different techniques, but these are I would say the coaching cues that'll help you have the proper technique, because if you're doing a lot of this and you're doing the reps and your technique is off, you're gonna build the wrong places, maybe tweak yourself. So use those two for double leg hip thrust. And if you have loads, same thing. If you were doing, if Martha was doing this with a barbell, same thing. If we're doing it with a dumbbell, it doesn't matter. The technique is the same. And we'll see you in the next kind of edition of Booty Building Tips. Peace out.